Higgins shines on Middlesex debut with 4 wickets. While Glamorgan had been on the back foot for most of the game against Worcestershire last time out, the draw had given them the points they needed to move above this week's opponents, Middlesex. That meant a lot was riding on the match at Lords. An almighty tussle for promotion lay ahead. The hosts won the toss and decided to bowl, and they pounced 6 balls into the match when the dangerous Eddie Byram was out caught behind off Murtagh. And Roland Jones dealt with the other opener, Captain David Lloyd, out-bowled for 5. A superb start from the hosts. Shubman Gill launched a counter-attack, firing back at Middlesex and quickly racing his way through the early stages of his innings, ably supported by Sam Northeast. They pushed the score on to 48, Gill with 22 of them, and the India international was bowled for Roland Jones' second of the morning. Another quick flurry of wickets, Murtagh with a second, Northeast caught behind for 17. It was almost 5. Carlson's edge just dropped short of Simpson and the slips, with the score up to 54. A let-off, but only temporarily. Billy Root would fall to leave Glamorgan 5 down, and still short of 3 figures. Carlson and Cook pushed Glamorgan onto 100 runs in the overs before the break, but despite the improvement to the total, Middlesex headed into lunch the happier, the visitors in a bit of trouble at 108 for 5. They'd added some stability, and the partnership was worth 50 shortly after lunch, but they would be separated. Carlson caught behind, another for Murtagh, Glamorgan's 6 down now. Harris joined Cook, and the duo defiantly pushed back at Middlesex. The score beyond 150 thanks to them. With 3 off Higgins, Cook went to his 50 from 80 balls. A battling effort with his side under pressure. He'd lose his partner though, Harris Higgins' first wicket in Middlesex whites following his move from Gloucestershire. And it wasn't long before Middlesex had their visitors 8 down. Vander's delivery wide, but dragged on by Cook when it probably should have been put away. They were down to their final 2 wickets, but Ajaz Patel was a determined and obstinate obstacle. The New Zealand international dug in with Van der Hoogten. The pair pushed the score to something a bit more respectable. 200 up, an improvement for Glamorgan. Just when it looked like they might cause Middlesex some real concerns, Patel fell, wafting at a wide one and nicking off for 36. His decision to play at the ball, questionable to say the least. Michael Hogan would fall rather tamely, another for Higgins, the number 11 out for 2, caught by Roland Jones. Glamorgan were all out for 214, and the former Gloucestershire all-rounder had enjoyed a debut to remember, finishing with figures of 4 for 59. Cook had battled hard for his 52, but Glamorgan had left a few out there. They could have done with a couple more innings like the former captains. Sam Robson and Mark Stoneman got Middlesex off to a steady start, up to 36 when they lost their first wicket. Robson caught by Gill off Hogan. Middlesex recovered, Eskenazi now alongside Stoneman, and the partnership rock solid. It was the new bat that moved them onto 50 off 12 overs, but he didn't look back. The second wicket duo marched on, bringing up the 50 partnership when he stroked Patel through the covers for 4. He'd fall for 31, caught off the bowling of former Middlesex man James Harris, who tore through his former side. Malan out for a 10-ball duck, bowled by Harris, and Holden soon followed, out first ball. Harris on a hat-trick. That was denied. Stoneman remained and doggedly refused to go anywhere, responding to Harris by hitting him for 15 runs in an over to move the Middlesex opener to 50 off 76 balls. He pumped the bowler for 6 after going to the half-ton. 100 runs on the board now. He was a thorn in Glamorgan's side, and Simpson proved to be a resilient partner. The duo stuck together all the way through to the close of play, with the score 132 for 4. Middlesex now only 82 behind. It's been a good day for the hosts. The first round of the tussle for the second promotion place had gone to Middlesex, but Glamorgan will look to spring out of their corner on day 2 with renewed vigour. A counterpunch necessary if they're to cling on to second place in Division 2 come Thursday.